Is it just me, or do pets and villagers in this game do everything possible to get in your way? Then you kill them by accident. Most of the time. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I hope you enjoy and find this content entertaining. This is a starting channel, as in I've had this account for a long time and recently decided to use it for growing rather than just personal use. You might notice with every video I make, I practice and try new editing techniques as I'm finding my own style. If you watch all the way to the end, be sure to leave me some helpful feedback in the comments so that I know if I'm doing good. And one more thing, I didn't realize my mic wasn't properly connected, so you might hear a bit of low audio quality for the first few minutes until I realize that it wasn't properly connected. With that said, let's get to the video. Today I want to talk about my farm. It's spread out all over town. There's one here, right next to the farmer's house. Let me just eat these real quick. There's this one right here. There used to be one right here, which I removed. And then there was this one in the corner of town, right here. Very far away from the farmhouse. It doesn't make sense, really. This makes me have to walk all over town and collect wheat so that I can walk all over town again to find the farmers and trade emeralds. So I need to change that. I want to start by removing all of these farming structures, everything, even this that doesn't have to do with the farm. I need to destroy all of this. This is all unused space. And as I said in one of my first videos, I want everything that I build to have a purpose. A reason to go there and use that thing. The purpose for this one is going to be making emeralds and collecting wheat. So I need to make that as efficiently as possible. I'm gonna remove the other farms from their locations, move them over here and make them a little bigger. I'm also gonna expand the collection system underneath all of the farm. Another thing I wanna do is have a universal collection system. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. But basically I'm gonna build a silo and have all of the hoppers transport the wheat collected to the silo. After I do that, I designate the farm space, designate the house location, and then step 3, the silo location. So I think I should just hop right into it. Well guys, I am back and I am so sorry. I did not realize that my mic was not properly connected. Hopefully my voice sounds a lot better now. I wanted to talk about something. See, the thing is, I've made this channel starting with Minecraft. I don't want to make just game content. I want to also make more adventure stuff. Share with you guys stuff that I am into. Like hiking and camping. As an example, recently I bought this amazing camping backpack. It's packable, it's water resistant, it's got an inflatable internal frame. So I was thinking, hey, maybe I could do a review of that backpack as a way to get me started on making adventure videos. So let me know in the comments, is that something that you're into? Alright, hold up. You have to raise your volume so that you can hear what it's like to have Puerto Rican neighbors. That is not my music, that is their music. Yep, this is what I have to live with, and this is what I have to record with. Neighbors. That is pretty much all of the farm space flattened. There's no buildings, there's no extra blocks. I guess all I have to do is clean this up a little bit, and then I can get to destroying the rest of the farms, because I don't want them there. I want to replace them with something else in the future. Now, you can see that this is only a part of the terraforming that I did in the whole village. You can see spaces like this and even bigger than this underneath most of the village, because I like taking my time to flatten out surfaces. It makes it a lot easier to plan out the build and stuff like that. I don't really care that it looks natural. I just want it to be easy to build on, you know? It's a good way to start, and then later on I can get to detailing. See, all I do is fill up the space with light, and that's it. I just forget about it. No one's ever gonna know. No monsters are gonna spawn, and unless a creeper blows up or you dig down by accident, you will never notice. Okay, now the area is clean. Let's get to plotting the farm space. Starting from, well, I need to count them first. I know the dimensions that I want. I should start from this corner. It's gonna be a 9 by 18 farm, and then I'm gonna do that two more times. Donkey, you're in the way. Come here. I need to move you right there. That'll keep you out of the way for a while. Okay, that's 2 farm spaces done. I want one more. Just one more. Right in this corner. And I think it's gonna fit just perfectly. Let's fill in this little piece of dirt right here. Okay. And that's the 3rd space done. I did not finish destroying the farms. All of this building space is meant for something else. So let's destroy this real quick. Right there. And that is the 2nd farm flattened. I won't be using this for farm anymore. Let's go check the 3rd one and get it out. I tried to conserve the original layout of the farm. This one had spawned right here, I think. And all I did was build the collection system underneath and left it like that. And that is the 3rd farm taken care of. If you guys have any suggestions for all these empty lots, let me know down in the comments. Alright, now that we've destroyed all the pre-existing farms and marked out the crop space, let's start marking out the house. I have a rough idea of how I want it to be. Roughly this corner. I'm gonna have to change the stairs right here, because they're gonna be pretty uncomfortable to go up. And that's the rough shape that this house is gonna take on. Let's try a little something. Okay, I got it. Right there. The entrance to the house is gonna be roughly right here. So let's lay that foundation for the... Get out! House. You're next in line, buddy. I made this irregular pattern here because I have an idea of a different style of entrance for the house. It makes it so the house appears to have an L shape, but it doesn't really have one. And it also gives it a little more space on the inside. I'm gonna use cobblestone to mark out all the walls. There we go. And right here is gonna be the door. I think that's gonna be pretty cool, right? And I feel like that there should be a staircase over here and the kitchen right here. And if the staircase is gonna be here, maybe put a couple of accent tables and chests around this area. Okay, that's the 2nd floor done. And just about now, all I'm gonna do is add the A-shape roof. And it's gonna be kind of an L shape. We'll see what we can do. Let's go get some dark wood. Okay, and that completes the outline for the rooftop. You see what I'm getting at? This kind of looks like the front. What happened here? Hold on a minute. It's not supposed to be like that. There we go. See? That is going to be the farmhouse. The house is looking pretty nice. All we gotta do now is finish the rooftop and then do some interior decoration. Unlike the cleric's house, this one is actually gonna be a little cozier. You know, there are so many farmers on this village. I should probably accommodate for all of them in this smaller space. So I think this house is gonna do a pretty good job of that. If you are using this as a starter house, it's definitely gonna be a lot comfier. Just for the simple fact that you don't have to go up and down some ladder. You can just use some stairs. I left my scaffold, so I'm resorting to having to do some parkour so that I can get to the rooftop. Here we go. Hoo doggy, I'm digging this. Let's light this up a little bit. Okay. Now that the basic frame of the house is done, I'm gonna get on to detailing, and for that I want to use different shades of stone, such as I did with that house and my main house over there. Now, same way I put them in, I had to dig them out so that I can replace it with the appropriate color stone. I don't like cobblestone that much. I like more subtle textures on my buildings. You know, the way that you texture buildings, I really think it's just to your heart's content. There's no perfect way of doing it. I do think sometimes you might over texture a building and it's just gonna look off. And the same goes with pathways and rooftops and giving accents to everything you see. It gives you too much to look at. But that's just me right now. Maybe in the future I'll have a different opinion as I keep getting more experience decorating. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about detailing in general. Okay, that's the exterior done. Let's do a little bit of interior. And yes, I have them sleeping outside while I do their house. Okay, let's start with the second floor. Put a couple of beds right there. Chest. There we go. Yeah, I think they like it. Now, I know this looks kind of ugly, but right now, I don't really care. I just want to get this house done with. I'm probably not going to come in here too much. Just to trade with the villagers at night, perhaps. Let's decorate the exterior a little more. Add a couple of flowers here and there. And the house will be just about done. Now, once again, just placing random bushes everywhere. Random bushes, random vines. Making sure everything looks neat. Let's dig out a couple of paths while we find a location to put our silo. Right now, I really just want to focus on the functional aspect of the village, which means I'm not gonna go too much into detailing. I'll save that for later on if I want to. The silo is being built out of brick and granite. The granite is to add a little bit of texture to the silo, because just using one type of block for a build isn't always the best choice. Adding texture means making the building a little more interesting to look at. For the rooftop, I'm going to use something that resembles the color of the roof of a real silo. So let's try some stone. Just plain old stone. Stone slabs, stone stairs, and regular stone blocks. I think this resembles a pretty good silo. Now for the interior of the silo, I would like to split it into two rooms with two functions. The upper room is going to produce and collect bone meal, and the bottom room is going to collect all the wheat from the 3 farms that I just made. First I have to dig out this collection room, then dig out the minecart collection system underneath each farm, and then connect all of the hoppers into the collection chest. I like that we're able to see how the farm is doing from far away. It's all coming together, nice and simple, but most importantly functional. The house looks nice, the villagers are all tucked in and accessible for trading, and, well, extra storage in case we ever need it. All we need to do now is finish tilling and add the redstone and minecart hopper system. I'm just gonna play this times 1000 because it's kind of satisfying. It's kind of satisfying to watch and hear this dirt being tilled at the speed of light. Boy, this farm, I don't know about you, but I think we're gonna be producing a lot of wheat here. We're gonna need all the profit from this farm later on. For the bone meal production, I'm just using one collection chest because the super composter doesn't really fill it up that quick. Probably because all I put in it are extra seeds from the wheat collection. I realized maybe in the long run we could filter the seeds from the wheat collection directly into a composter to save me the work, but for now I'm just happy that I was able to hide everything inside the silo to look nice. I've made this so that I can walk under into the basement where the wheat collection system is gonna be. Now that we know this works, we're gonna tie up a few loose ends here. We need to finish digging out some spaces under the farms and fix the basement walls. They look a bit dirty. Get it? I want to make the walls out of wood and have some simple stone borders to highlight that dungeony feel. We're gonna set up the collection chests for the wheat right here, but I only have one left in my inventory, so this will have to do for now. At least I can start connecting the hoppers to this one chest. As long as one of them runs into the chest, it'll be fine. The rest of the hoppers will link to that first one. Now I can start branching them out towards the farms. And this little T section is going to have tracks for the minecart with hopper. And branch out this way. I checked my measurements and I'm pretty sure I put one too many. So let's remove this dirt wall, because here goes the T section for these farms where the hopper minecarts will run. And put one here for good measure. Alright, the hopper system is in place, so I need to dig out a little trench where we're gonna put a bunch of redstone torches, and these are gonna essentially power the powered rails. Like that. And let's get these two. Now to set up the base for the minecart tracks, which is gonna be made of wooden blocks. Spruce wood is the one that I have the most of, so I'm using that one. This is stupid simple. Given you have all the iron and redstone in hand, collection systems like these take a little time to make. The bulk of the time for me was all the digging I had to do for the 3 sections of farm. As we lay the foundation for the tracks, we can start the circuit for the hopper minecart to run on. I like to set the tracks in a zigzag pattern, which makes the bulk of the track. But first I make sure to build this outlying border around the tracks. Then I fill in using the zigzag pattern with powered rails running down the middle of the circuit. That's it, and that's the whole collection system. All I have to do now is repeat this a couple more times with the other 2 sections of farm. Let's give this a test run and see if it collects wheat from the surface. Yup, it's working alright. That's 2 functional circuits, collecting all the wheat on the surface. Let's get to the third one. Almost done. And now we place the last minecart, and the third circuit is complete. I wonder how long it takes for that chest to fill up. As we were building, let's see how much we collected. It's empty. Where's all the wheat? What did I do wrong? Oh, okay, I see what I did wrong. You see, the problem is this redstone torch is powering the hopper somehow. Powered hoppers will stop functioning until the power comes off, so I think moving that there should fix it. And yep, it's fixed. Well, that's the collection system done. Now I need to make sure that the crops grow as fast as they can. Crops stop growing at night, so it's a good idea to light up the farm space as much as you can. Your crops need light to grow. So if you light them up, they will even grow at night. And I'm gonna use some of this bone meal to purdy this up a little bit. Keep in mind, with a design like this, there's always going to be some overspill, and you can go ahead and fix that up by putting walls around the farm. You won't have any problems with that afterwards. Personally, I don't mind. I just know that my farm's going to be producing a lot of wheat, and that's all I care about. I'm just going to embellish this wall right here with hedges. And let's put some around this border too. I think this will look nice. It's not the prettiest, I know, but it works. The farm is pretty much complete. All I have to do now is fix how the farmers reach the farm, because they sleep in other houses, and when it's time for them to go to work, they get stuck here. They cannot find, for the life of them, the path towards the farm. Watch this guy, see? He can't find a path to his farm, and his farm is up there. Look at him. Later on, when I fix up this area right here, which is going to be a new and improved fisherman's hut, then I will fix the path here. In the meantime, I don't have to bother. Well, that was quite the build. You could do these in a day if you have the extra time. I had fun developing this little project, as I'm experimenting with some fresh building and redstone farming techniques. But I got some takeaways to share that I learned while making this farm. 4 of them, to be exact. 1. These mine carts make lots of noise on the tracks. You may want to build these a little farther from your home if possible, unless you want to hear all day long. Number 2, starting out, keep your projects simple. If you're like me, you'll find that you can have more fun expanding your base using just the basics, but improving little by little as you go and doing what works for you. Number 3, if you don't have an iron golden farm, obtaining iron naturally should be a lot more fun and rewarding after the Caves and Cliffs update. I've found tons of it by finding gigantic ore veins under my base. I recommend bringing night vision potions if you have them, and searching inside of tough blocks. Number 4. Make a backup of your world frequently if you play on console. I had a power surge disrupt my PS4 while playing, and the world data just got corrupted. Were it not for my backups, I would have lost everything. But instead I only lost hours of iron mining and exploration, which was in the last video. Pretty much all of that progress was lost. If you watched this far or skipped all the way here, thanks for that. I hope you're having a great day, whoever and wherever you are, and I hope you found this content even mildly amusing. Whether you're new to Minecraft or a hardcore pro veteran master gamer and somehow you stumble on this content, I hope you got something out of it. Maybe I made you sigh out of your nose, or you actually found a useful building tip you didn't know of. I'm pretty pumped about starting a YouTube channel of my own, and I'll be even more psyched to see some activity from you, my viewers. That said, if you like where this is going, then leave some feedback. Tell me what you liked and didn't like, leave me some tips and tricks that I and everyone else can learn from. I want to turn this channel into its own community for sharing and entertainment. So hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay tuned for the next piece of content I throw out. And I'll see you in the next one.